Hey, welcome to the series of everything you need to know about Python in simplest possible way. In our previous videos while discussing strings, we have discussed so many methods in order to manipulate strings, right? So in this video, we will be seeing these two methods to manipulate strings. So these two methods, one is maketrans, another one is translate. So by using these two methods, we can replace the characters in a string character by character, and also we can delete some of the characters in the string. So let us go ahead and see with some example and understand how this maketrans and translate works, so that we can use effectively these two methods collectively. So for that reason, what I will be doing is that I will take some string. Let's say I am taking ABC itself, just ABC, nothing else. So what I wanted to do is that I want to convert this particular small a, small b, small c into capital A, capital B, capital C. So to do that, what I will be using is that we will be using this particular maketrans and translate to convert this particular small abc to capital ABC. So for that, what I wanted to do is that I will use str dot. We are representing the string using this particular str, right? So for that reason, I am taking this particular str dot. I am using this particular make trans method. So I am using make trans here. So what we wanted to do, whenever we occurred this particular small a, we wanted to convert this particular small a into capital A, this particular small b into capital B, this particular small c into capital C. For that reason, I will be defining a, b, c here. So after that, I will be passing one more parameter, which is capital A, capital B, and capital C. What will happen is that this small a will be replaced with this particular capital A, this small b will be replaced with this particular capital B, this small c will be replaced with this particular capital C, and the result will be given a translation table. When we assign this particular thing with the translation, so this particular method will return a translation table that we can use further. Translation, I am assigning this to translation table. This particular resulted will be assigned to this particular translation table. We will be using this particular translation table whenever we are having any string. So for that reason, what I will be doing is that I will be having this particular ABC, right? This is the string that we wanted to convert into capital ABC. So for that reason, I am using this particular translate here. So this is the method that we have here after this particular make trans, right? So now if I execute this, so ns, oh, so we need to pass the translation table that what we have, right? So I am taking this particular translation table and I am passing this particular translation table inside of this method. That is what we are using to convert ABC to capital ABC, right? So now if I execute this, we can able to see the result, which is capital ABC. So you might be wondering what we are just passing ABC. That is the reason we are getting only ABC. This is just replacing this, right? So I will be using some more letters here, A, B, C, D, E, F here. So I am using D, E, F. So now if I execute this, you can able to see we are only getting ABC, which are small ABC to capital ABC, and we are not getting this particular D, E, F. The reason is because we are not converting and we are not mentioning D, E, F in this particular make trans. So for that reason only we are not getting D, E, F in the capital case, and we are only getting this particular ABC. So by this, what we can say is that this particular make trans method will create a translation table by whatever the parameters that we are passing by the replacement. So here we are passing this particular ABC, and each character in this string will be mapped with this particular replacement characters, character by character, and that will be given to this particular make translation table. A translation table will be created, and with each character will be replaced with whatever the character that we are mentioning. That is what the translation table, and we will be using the translation table to this particular translate method, and this particular translate method by taking a string, and the string will be converted as we have mentioned this particular replacements here. So now I hope you can able to understand. So let me take one more example here. I will take, let's say, let's say something like A B C D A B C D A B C, like that. I am taking A B C D and A B C. We are already having this particular translation table, and now I will just call this particular translate here, and I will pass this particular translation table here. So now if I execute this, you can dot I need to mention here, and now you can see the result. We are getting this particular A, B, C only in the capital case, and this particular D is ignored, right? So you can see the difference here. So now like this, we can able to generate and convert the characters character by character. So now what we need to understand one more thing about this particular make trans and translate is that we can actually remove the characters also. Let's say I will pass one more character here by using this particular comma, and I will pass this particular D here. So now if I execute this, you can observe A, B, C, D, E, F is having in this particular string, right? So now if I execute this particular cell, you can able to see the difference. We are not getting D here. So after that, here you can able to see this particular D is present between ABC and ABC. So now if I execute this, you can observe this particular D is gone. This particular D is being deleted because we are mentioning this particular parameter of D here. Because of that reason, that D is deleted. So the parameters that we'll be passing to this make trans is that we can pass three parameters. One is the string that we wanted to translate, which is ABC. In this case, this particular ABC need to be translated to this particular string that we are mentioning, which is capital ABC. So each character will be mapped, and each character will be converted, and after that whatever we are mentioning at the end with this parameter will be deleted. That particular result will be stored in a translation table, but we can use the translation table with the actual string that we wanted to translate by using this particular translate method. I hope you can able to understand. So here you can see this particular EF, right? So if I mention EF here, and if I execute this, you can see the EF also gone. We are mentioning DEF, and this particular DEF are mentioning in this deletion parameter. Because of that reason, this particular DEF is also gone. So now can we represent more strings in this particular here also and this particular here also? Let's say if I mention D here, and now if I execute this, we are getting an error which is saying the first two make trans arguments must have equal length, which is this particular string ABC and this particular string ABCD is not same, and the lengths, how many characters is present in this particular string and how many characters present in this particular string must be same. As we have one character extra here, because of that reason we are getting this particular error. I hope you can able to understand. We always need to have same length of characters with the first parameter and in the second parameter also. Then only the replacement will be happen character by character. So now if I execute this, we can able to see ABC only. So by simply using this make trans and translate, we can actually replace character by character only. So when we want to replace, let's say I'm having this ABC, right? So I wanted to replace the A with, let's say, apple. I wanted to replace this particular B with, let's say, banana. I wanted to replace this particular C, let's say, with cherry. And can we do that? If we directly use this, if we directly replace this particular A with apple, B with banana, like that we cannot do. Just now we have seen we cannot have more characters here, more different lengths of characters here and here. Because of that reason we will be getting an error, but there is a way we can do that. So how is that? We will be defining a dictionary with whatever the translation that we wanted to do. So for that reason, dictionary is a key value pair, so we can map key and value. By using that we can able to translate. So for that reason I am taking this particular A, and I wanted to replace this particular A with apple here. So later I wanted to replace this particular B with, let's say, banana here. So later I wanted to replace this particular C with, let's say, cherry here. So I will be mentioning all of these things, whatever I wanted to replace here. So I will be assigning this with something like dictionary, which is nothing but D I will be mentioning here. So later what I will be doing is that we need to construct a translation table with this, right? So in order to do that, what we will be doing, we will be taking this particular str and we will be calling this maketrans to construct a translation table. So I am making this maketrans here, and we need to pass this particular dictionary here. Whatever the mapping that we have done with this particular dictionary, I am passing here. So we will be getting a result, right? So that we will be calling as translation. So this is just a variable name. We can use translation, translation table, whatever we want. This just a variable name. So later what I wanted to do is that we wanted to convert a string which is nothing but ABC. Let's say assume that we have ABC and we wanted to convert this particular ABC with apple, banana and cherry. So for that reason what we wanted to do, we wanted to use one more method which is translate here. And in this translate we need to pass a parameter. The parameter is translation table. In this case the translation table is nothing but translation here. So now if I execute this, you can able to see the result. We are getting apple, banana and cherry. If I put space here so that you can able to understand more clearly. So now if I execute this, we can able to see we are getting the result apple, banana and cherry. So previously we have got only ABC, but now we are getting apple, banana, cherry. That is happening with this particular mapping dictionary here. As we are mentioning A with apple, B with banana, C with cherry, that dictionary is passed to this maketrans and that resulted a translation table, and that translation table is being used in this particular translate, and as a result we are getting apple, banana, cherry. And we can mention anything. Let's say if I have, let's say D here, and if I execute this, you can see the result. As we haven't mentioned D in this case, in this particular dictionary, we are not replacing this particular D here. Let's say we have E, F, G, H also. These particular elements, these particular characters are not replaced because we haven't mentioned anywhere in this particular maketrans. So we haven't mentioned, right? So for that reason we are not getting. I hope you can able to understand. Let's say we wanted to delete these particular things, we can mention whatever we wanted to delete here. So I am mentioning D, E, F, G. So now first maketrans argument must be a string if there is a second argument. The reason why it is saying is that we are mentioning only one argument which is in terms of a dictionary, right? As we are mentioning it is in terms of a dictionary, we are not able to have another string which is to delete because we are directly mentioning this particular replacement dictionary, right? So for that reason it was telling if you want to mention one more parameter here, you want to mention first parameter as a string, that what we have mentioned in the above example. So then only you can able to mention the second parameter as a dictionary. In this case you cannot able to delete whatever the character that you are having in your string. That is what it means. So I hope you can able to understand how we can effectively use this combination of maketrans and translation method to do our job in order to replace a specific characters with some other specific characters and delete any characters that we won't wanted. Let's say I will take one more example here. Here what example I will be taking is that I am having this particular like and subscribe here. So apart from this like and subscribe, I am having, let's say, some numbers here 1, 2, 3, and here also I will be having, let's say, 3, 4, 5. I am having like 1, 2, 3 and subscribe 3, 4, 5. What I wanted to do is that I wanted to remove this particular numbers here and I only want this particular string. So for that what I can do, I can take an str and make trans here, and I wanted to mention I don't want to replace anything. I only want to delete this particular integer values. So for that reason, I am mentioning one string and I am mentioning another string, which means that we don't want to replace anything. So that is the reason we are mentioning empty strings here. So we wanted to delete, right? Whatever we wanted to delete, that we can mention in the third parameter. That is what I will be mentioning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So by mentioning this, we are not replacing anything. We are just deleting this particular 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So here I will be mentioning, let's say, trans here, just a variable. And after that, what we will be using, we will be taking this particular string and we need to call a method which is translate here. So we need to pass this particular trans, right? So now if I execute this, we can able to see the numbers that we are having 1, 2, 3 and 3, 4, 5 are being removed or deleted, and we are getting only the string. So in this way, we can able to use this particular maketrans and translate effectively. And if you found this video interesting, hit the like button. And like this, we are having some more methods that we will be seeing in our coming videos. So to stay updated with my latest videos, subscribe to this channel and turn on the notifications to all, so that whenever I upload any video, you will get the notification. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one.